Welcome back to the Wonder Garden channel. Today I want to share with you a fascinating and easy-to-do plant care method, perfect for those just starting with orchids or other ornamental plants. Many of us think we need expensive fertilizers to keep plants healthy and blooming, but in reality, some kitchen scraps you might throw away can completely transform your garden. I've tried this method on my Phalaenopsis orchids, and the results were truly surprising. The plants continuously sprouted new shoots, developed strong roots, and produced flowers that bloomed evenly and lasted longer. What's more, it's not just orchids. Other ornamental plants in my garden also thrived, becoming lush and sprouting new growth quickly. How exactly does it work? What are the ingredients? Why is it so effective? I'll guide you through the details step by step so you can apply it correctly. Let's get started. Today, I'll make a special fertilizer from a very familiar kitchen ingredient: onion peels. Don't use the whole onion, I only need the dry outer skins. These seemingly disposable peels are packed with beneficial nutrients for plants, especially potassium, sulfur, and natural antioxidants. These compounds promote healthy roots, provide antibacterial properties, and strongly stimulate flower bud formation. The method is very simple and can be applied to all types of ornamental plants in your garden, especially orchids. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. I'll use the peels from one onion and soak them in 500 milliliters of boiling water. After pouring in the boiling water, I'll seal the container and let it sit for about 12 hours or overnight to maximize the effectiveness of the mixture. Next, I'll use some rice. Rice is a familiar ingredient but rich in nutritional value. It contains B vitamins, potassium, iron, and especially starch, an energy source that promotes the growth of beneficial microorganisms when fermented properly. I'll use about 3 tablespoons of rice. Then add them to 500 milliliters of warm water. No need to boil, just moderately warm water will do. Then, I'll let it sit to allow the rice to gradually release its nutrients into the water. If you're an orchid enthusiast, today I'll also share how to repot an orchid I recently bought from a store. This orchid cost me just $2 because it has a damaged leaf like this. Many people overlook plants like these, thinking they're no longer valuable. But in reality, if you're not too concerned about appearances, these orchids are worth considering. The damaged leaf won't affect the plant's overall health. In fact, such orchids are often very resilient and adaptable. Which country are you watching this video from? It's wonderful that we can connect with each other from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button to support me and not miss any orchid care tips. First, to repot this orchid, you need to remove all the old moss clinging to the roots. This step is crucial because moss retains water for a long time, which can easily cause root rot, especially when the plant is adjusting to a new environment. Gently remove each layer of moss, being careful not to damage the roots. If you want to learn the secret to caring for Phalaenopsis orchids, make sure to watch this video carefully until the end. Your orchids will become strong, grow new roots, and bloom vibrantly all year round. If you see any dry, rotten, or soft roots, trim them off with clean scissors. Then, let the plant rest in a cool place for a few hours before repotting. After the onion water has soaked for enough time, I'll filter out the dry onion peels, keeping only the clear liquid for use. You can use a small sieve or thin cloth to filter, ensuring the resulting solution is clean and free of residue. I'll then dilute it with 2 liters of water. This onion peel water will be the main ingredient in today's fertilizer recipe, helping the plant absorb nutrients quickly and grow vigorously. Now, I'll soak the entire base of this orchid in the filtered onion peel water solution. Soaking for about 10 to 15 minutes is sufficient. This process gently disinfects the roots while providing nutrients to stimulate stronger new root growth after repotting. While waiting for the plant to soak, I'll use this onion water to wipe the leaves of this orchid and others in the garden. The dry onion peels contain many natural nutrients like sulfur, flavonoids, and antibacterial compounds. These not only clean dust from the leaves, but also have antifungal and antibacterial properties, reducing harmful bacteria that often appear on orchid leaves, especially during the humid rainy season. Wiping the leaves with onion water creates a thin protective layer, making the leaves glossier, enhancing photosynthesis, and boosting the plant's resilience. This is also a great opportunity to closely inspect the condition of each leaf and detect early signs of pests or diseases. Regularly wiping leaves with natural solutions like this is not only safe and cost-effective, but also keeps your orchids lush, clean, and thriving. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. The remaining onion water, after being used for soaking the roots and wiping the leaves, will now be mixed with the rice water prepared earlier. Both solutions contain excellent nutrients for orchids, and when combined, they create a natural fertilizer that is both gentle and effective. To make it easier for the plant to absorb, I'll further dilute the mixture with 500 milliliters of clean water. Method 2. I'll proceed to water the base of the orchids in the garden directly with the diluted solution made from onion peels and rice water. This is a highly effective care method, especially suitable for newly repotted orchids, weak plants needing recovery, or those in a stable growth phase. When this solution is watered at the base, the roots directly absorb the natural nutrients from these readily available ingredients. Dry onion peels contain valuable bioactive compounds like allicin, quercetin, organic sulfur, and natural antioxidants. Meanwhile, fermented rice water is rich in starch, vitamins B1, B2, B3, B5, and minerals like potassium, magnesium, and iron. These play a crucial role in providing energy to the plant, promoting cell division, accelerating shoot growth, and making leaves thicker and greener. Not only for orchids, this liquid fertilizer can also be used for other garden plants like roses, bougainvillea, foliage plants, or even leafy vegetables. Since the solution made from onion peels and fermented rice water provides balanced and gentle nutrition, it's excellent for recovering plants after pruning, post-flowering, or those in the new leaf and root growth phase. Apply this method once a week to maintain good moisture in the growing medium while helping the plant absorb nutrients consistently, stimulating root development and encouraging your orchids to produce shoots and buds more vigorously. Method 3. Pour this solution into a spray bottle and gently mist all the plants in the garden that need care, including both the upper and lower surfaces of the leaves. When used this way, the nutrients from the fermented rice water and onion peels quickly penetrate through the leaf surface, allowing the plant to absorb essential nutrients directly without relying on the roots. This misting method is ideal for cool weather days, in the early morning or late afternoon when the sunlight is not harsh. Additionally, the faint onion scent helps repel harmful insects, creating a natural protective layer around the plant. Using this consistently 1 to 2 times a week, you'll notice your garden plants become healthier, with glossy green leaves and significantly fewer pests and diseases. After about 15 minutes of soaking in the onion peel solution, I'll take the orchid out to repot it into a new pot. At this point, the base and roots have absorbed natural nutrients from the onion peels, including sulfur compounds, potassium, flavonoids, which help with antibacterial and antifungal properties and promote excellent root recovery. I'll plant the orchid in a plastic pot with drainage holes at the bottom, like this. Before planting, I always place a few pieces of foam at the bottom of the pot. Now, I'll use pine bark to repot the plant. Place the plant in the pot, adjusting so the base just touches the surface of the growing medium, not too deep or too shallow, to create optimal conditions for new roots to grow quickly and anchor firmly to the pot. Which country are you watching this video from? It's wonderful that we can connect with each other from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button to support me and not miss any orchid care tips. Next, I'll use an iron rod bent into a U shape to secure the base of the plant. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language, comment below, and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. Finally, cover the pot's surface with a thin layer of moss to retain moisture for the plant. After repotting, I'll continue using the onion peel and rice fertilizer solution to care for the plant, helping it stabilize and grow again quickly. Results. After 3 weeks of consistent care with this liquid fertilizer solution, the repotted orchid has gradually stabilized. The root system is steady, with a few new, healthy roots reaching out to anchor into the growing medium. The leaves have also become glossier and much sturdier. Not only this orchid, but many others in the garden have shown noticeable improvements. The blooming orchids hold their flowers longer on the stem, with larger blooms, thicker petals, and more vibrant colors than before. Some other orchids have started sprouting new shoots and developing new buds, a sign that the plants are healthy and absorbing nutrients well. Beyond orchids, other ornamental plants in the garden, cared for with this solution, have also shown positive results. Their leaves are greener, thicker, less prone to pests and diseases, and they grow more consistently week by week. What do you think about this natural liquid fertilizer method for caring for ornamental plants? Please leave a comment below to share your experiences. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the Wonder Garden channel to explore more interesting and effective plant care recipes with me. See you in the next videos.